Could the United States of America really and effectively take over the Gaza Strip? President Donald Trump's proposal for the United States to take over the Gaza Strip. This has sparked widespread reactions globally, with many criticising the plan as unrealistic, controversial and potentially violating international law. President Trump announced this plan during a joint press conference with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, and he proposed that the United States would take long-term ownership of the Gaza Strip, redevelop the war-torn territory and resettle Palestinians elsewhere. He described Gaza as having unbelievable potential and envisioned transforming it into the Riviera of the Middle East, complete with economic development and job creation. The president also suggested that Palestinians would love to leave Gaza due to its current state of destruction and instability, and there have been global responses to this. Hamas, the senior Hamas official Sami Abu Zuhri, called the plan a recipe for creating chaos and emphasised that Palestinians would not allow their displacement. In Saudi Arabia, the Saudi foreign minister rejected any attempts to displace Palestinians, reaffirming its support for a two-state solution. Egypt and Jordan both rejected the idea of resettling Palestinians, citing concerns over regional stability and the rights of Palestinians. United Nations officials and human rights groups condemned the plan as unlawful, immoral and irresponsible, with some labelling it as ethnic cleansing. Countries like France, Germany and China reiterated their support for a two-state solution and opposed forced displacement. Democratic reactions in America, with Senator Chris Murphy calling the plan offensive, insane and dangerous, while Representative Rashiba Tlaib accused Trump of advocating for ethnic cleansing. Some Republicans expressed scepticism, with Senator Lindsey Graham calling the proposal problematic. What would this plan involve? Trump suggested relocating Palestinians to neighbouring countries like Jordan and Egypt, though both nations have rejected this idea. In the Trump plan, the United States would take full control of Gaza, clear unexploded bombs, level destroyed buildings and create economic opportunities. President Trump likened this to a real estate development project, and there could be potential military involvement. President Trump did not rule out sending United States troops to Gaza, stating, "We'll do what is necessary." Would America invade Gaza? While Trump did not explicitly announce an invasion, he hinted at the possibility of military involvement to secure and redevelop Gaza. But analytics and lawmakers have raised concerns about the feasibility and consequences of such a move, including the risk of prolonged conflict and significant United States casualties. The president's vision includes transforming Gaza into an international hub, potentially attracting global residents. However, there is no clear indications that Americans would be encouraged to move there en masse. The focus appears to be on economic redevelopment rather than large-scale migration. Is the plan feasible? The forced displacement of Palestinians would violate international law and be widely condemned as an ethnic cleansing. Arab nations have unanimously rejected the idea, making cooperation unlikely. Rebuilding Gaza and resettling millions of Palestinians would require immense resources and coordination, which experts deem unrealistic. The president's proposal has been met with widespread criticism and scepticism. While it does align with the desires of some Israeli far-right factions, it lacks support from key regional and international stakeholders. The plan's feasibility is highly questionable, and its implementation would likely exacerbate tensions in the Middle East rather than resolve them. For now, It remains a controversial and divisive idea with little chance of becoming a reality. But what do you guys think about these plans? Comments below. And as always guys, thank you for watching.
I also strongly believe that the Gaza Strip, which has been a symbol of death and destruction for so many decades and so bad for the people anywhere near it, and especially those who live there, and frankly, who's been really very unlucky. It's been very unlucky. It's been an unlucky place for a long time. Being in its presence just has not been good, and it should not go through a process of rebuilding and occupation by the same people that have really stood there and fought for it and lived there and died there and lived a miserable existence there. Instead, we should go to other countries of interest with humanitarian hearts, and there are many of them that want to do this, and build various domains that will ultimately be occupied by the 1.8 million Palestinians living in Gaza, ending the death and destruction and, frankly, bad luck. This can be paid for by neighboring countries of great wealth. It could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 12. It could be numerous sites, or it could be one large site. But the people will be able to live in comfort and peace, and we'll make sure something really spectacular is done. They're going to have peace. They're not going to be shot at and killed and destroyed like this civilization of wonderful people has had to endure. The only reason the Palestinians want to go back to Gaza is they have no alternative. It's right now a demolition site. This is just a demolition site. Virtually every building is down. They're living under fallen concrete that's very dangerous and very precarious. They instead can occupy all of a beautiful area with homes and safety, and they can live out their lives in peace and harmony instead of having to go back and do it again. The U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip, and we will do a job with it too. We'll own it and be responsible for dismantling all of the dangerous unexploded bombs and other weapons on the site, level the site and get rid of the destroyed buildings, level it out, create an economic development that will supply unlimited numbers of jobs and housing for the people of the area. Do a real job, do something different. Just can't go back. If you go back, it's going to end up the same way it has for 100 years.